Jam. All right. And welcome back, everyone. We're back here again.
Hello.
It's been a week, I think. Maybe a little bit more. Who's keeping track of time? You know, I surely am. It's been 2 weeks, and I apologize. Oh, that's all me. I'm taking full responsibility. I'm taking the reins of this podcast.
Wow.
Freak.
Well, I take 1 week of vacation and we come back and the power dynamics have entirely shifted.
Absolutely. Michael, I'm the one in charge. Now, look at me. I am the captain, and I can't believe that you would buck the Sarge like this.
Welcome everyone to N Diaries, the weekly Jackbox game stream where Farhan, my co-host, and myself, Michael, who are both developers at Jackbox Games, play some games and answer your questions about game development and life, love, and the pursuit of happiness.
So, throughout the show, feel free to drop any questions that you have about our game development process, any advice that you might have, any advice that you might want, or just something random if you just want to talk to us about something that you just want to talk about. I mean, heck, we talked about in the past. At the end of the show, we try to synthesize what we've learned into a singular quip or like a singular we're on brand now. A singular piece of advice that we like to have in a rolling diary that you guys can check out on the link that you see on your screen. A rolling diary that we try to synthesize and come up with like, hey, this is what we've learned as we've had this journey together. And let's take a quick trip at what we learned last week.
It's for Hans and I, incredibly private, personal thoughts that we share with the public, and also please watch our show.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
this is a self plug. It's mostly to say, hey, here's a billboard, and it's just advertisement. You think that we care? No, this is a marketing ploy. Don't let us fool you. We have degrees. But just to go through, give it a little bit of an example of what we've learned in the past. Monday, May 3rd, you know, positivity is the pulp you were looking for all along. We talked a little bit about positivity. We talked a little bit about how Michael is completely incorrect, and which is why I took the reins of this show. And he said that pulp is incorrect. Pulp is wrong, and I honestly emphatically disagree with that, and can't believe that we work together in the same space.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think history has its eyes on you, Farhan, and I think we will. I will rest easy at night knowing that the storytellers of tomorrow will tell my story and not yours.
You know what? You just wish you were part of the Fiber Gang, and you're not, and that's the problem. You're bringing history into this. You're gonna equate me to like some sort of totalitarian dictator just because I like pulp. Ridiculous. This is crazy.
I can't believe I have to spend another 55 minutes with this pulp lover. I can't believe this show.
You know, honestly, I feel like that's grounds for murder. I think we can't be living in the same space anymore, and one of us has to be eliminated. One of us has to be taken out. Prefer possibly even by some non-biased third party, if you will.
Yeah, I think that seems right. We shouldn't be the ones to kill each other. Otherwise, it'll start along like Capulets and whatever the other house was in Romeo and Juliet.
The Montagues. Yes. You should know this, man.
Yeah. So like our third generation removed children will fall in love, despite the blood feud started by pulp versus non-pulp, and then they'll write another godforsaken musical about it, and Leonardo DiCaprio will have to react it, and he'll be super old at that point, so it'll be like, Leo, stop, but he'll just be.
You've
really gunning for that
the
second Oscar.
You've already won the Oscar.
and he's still dating an 18-year-old actress.
Oh no.
He's like 180 years old. It's fine to make fun of Leonardo DiCaprio. Dude is anyways.
If the and that is a very smooth segue into the first game that we're going to be playing, which is Trivia Murder Party.
I saw you making the smooth segue, and I had to steer the ship thoroughly away from
No,
that.
here's the
into
thing,
Leo.
man. Here's the thing, man.
Leo.
Here are the reins. Just here, take it. I don't need it anymore.
If you don't get in, don't worry. You can join the audience, and you can still win. You can still murder the rest of us through your trivia knowledge.
Yes, the audience can collectively guess and join and beat the players that are playing.
We do have a question from N Enders here, which is, what even is the Atlantic Ocean? I don't get it. Which is a good question. The Atlantic Ocean is actually a bit of a, we all kind of agreed that the water over there was going to be called the Atlantic for some reason. It's not a real thing. Just feel free to, hype up the next time your teacher tells you that. It's like, it's actually fake.
No. It's actually just one ocean, and they connect at the top, right? But the problem is that people are having the division in their mind. It's all just one water. Everybody's talking about 7 continents. No. One rock, all right? One rock, one water. That's it.
So try to keep your screens
Yeah.
to a minimum so you don't disturb the other
I'm with
players.
Big Pangea.
Okay, thanks.
I'm Big Pangea.
First question.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm part of the
I-
Pangea lobbyist crew.
Yeah, I take money from the Pangea lobbyists.
New question. That means the audience too.
God, see, my favorite part about this question is, even if it's wrong, the fact that which planet has the largest moon being Uranus, that's the biggest burn I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, it is. And it's worth dying over, that burn.
It absolutely, because it's
Ooh,
like
I got this right.
I want to show you something.
Oh, I love getting trivia right. I'm so bad at trivia, y'all.
Same.
To room
Oh,
13.
man.
It's the mind meld.
Johnny
Type in an answer that
Takami
fits this
asks,
category.
is there TMP lore? Yeah, there's tons of lore.
Everyone
Oh, yeah.
else will answer too.
You should,
And if
yeah,
anyone matches
hop on our
you,
Discord
you
or,
die,
I think the Jackbox Wiki has some stuff too.
including any potential
There's a lot of
mind
subtext
readers.
going on. The code, Brayden, is OQEX. It's at the bottom right of the screen.
And also,
and Enders, yes, I am working on Job. Ooh, which reminds me, we had a question submitted on our Google form over the week, which you can submit questions to over the week if you want. Which is, what's the Job host name? It's mbubs is the name of the Job host. And they got cool glasses. That's really all you know so far. And I'm so sorry, Sarah, but you died.
well, you win some, you lose some.
Win some, lose most.
Lose-
is what
I
I
mean-
say.
Oh, lose
Because it
most.
sets
This
your
guy is a
expectations real
YOLO.
low. Yeah. Win some, lose most.
Should
It sets your
win the game.
expectations low, and then you can,
also, there's an audience in the game. If they
excel
survive,
and be happy.
die.
I feel like that's setting
If
your
you're not right
expectations
now,
too high
join
if you
the
win
audience,
some,
whatever.
lose
It's on super
most.
low pressure.
Because at that point, it's just like, man, if I don't become the
try another
president,
one.
I'm garbage.
Which of these Pokemon is a poison type?
I don't know. Like, my eye already is Roth, I have high expectations for my future self.
Oh my boy, this
He
man.
better be in a higher tax bracket than me.
Oh, was he have
I'm
a dad
losing so
bod?
many people
No,
with this one. I can see
nah,
that.
that's just a 401k you're looking at. That's not. No, that's nothing.
I think the last bit of my childhood self died when I had to open up
Alive.
an IRA to start saving for retirement. I think that's
Oh.
when I had to learn the difference between a tax deferred and a non-tax deferred.
Mine-
I was like, oh, okay. I'm not a child anymore. Like I have no joy left in my life. Cool. This is the point. It seems about right.
Oh, fitting. Oh, Michael, I hope you die because I helped design this game. This is the one of the things in TMP2. This is the one thing I designed.
You did put physics in this game just for this one mini game.
Yes, I did.
You absolute mad person. Okay. Well.
How are our jackbox
Okay, so
nerds?
left side.
Oh. Darwin, welcome back. The most loyal viewer we've had so far. And yes, too much.
Get
too
out.
much privilege.
Get out.
Damn it!
Ooh, yeah. Oh.
Damn it!
Congratulations! I see you've
Wow,
landed
your
a
physics
good
simulation was too accurate because I'm too good at pegs. Farhan.
Stop. Listen. What you might have lost, you might have won, but I feel like I won in the grand scheme of things because that was the compliment that I needed to go on and go forth and excel.
But there were a lot of corpses in it.
I can't wait until you port physics into another game just for
like 12 seconds.
12 seconds of
Male
content.
cat is called a
Yeah.
Tom. But what is a female cat called?
I think Ben Jacobs made the loser wheel. It's Bumble.
I think my final piece of my final childhood part died when I bought a garage opener the other day and I got way too excited. I went in, I'm like, yo, this is so quiet, you don't even understand. Like, it's not gonna wake anybody up. I'm gonna be able to, I can install it in 20 minutes. I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is when all my youth has died. When I'm getting excited over like garage materials.
Dial one of these
All right.
numbers on your rotary phone before anyone else. Or
Oh
you
no.
die. Yeah, this is how phones used to be. And don't get me started on life
This was
before
my-
answering machines.
First type of phone.
Boom. I speed ran that. Oh. Wow. Yeah, I had a rotary phone growing up as well. I learned how these worked, and this is like I'm kind of the border between Gen Z and millennial, and this is a decidedly millennial thing that I am capable
Got
of
him.
doing.
Die in this dial.
Yes, I know how a rotary phone works. Oh,
Oh, there you go.
done oven. Mm. Frozen to death. Ironic, perhaps. I had to learn a Roth IRA. Yes, I understand that this is white privilege. Yes,
Yes.
this is the first world problem, like personified. Oh, my retirement accounts are confusing. God.
Oh my goodness.
So dumb. So dumb.
Oh, have you ever seen? Okay, speaking of Kiwi, have you ever seen that one video? Have you ever seen that one video of the Kiwi? It's like an animated short, but it's a 3D animated short that came out like right when YouTube first came out, and it was about this like Kiwi
Yes.
that was like trying to learn how to fly because Kiwis can't fly, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you know this video? Oh man, I think that's like the first
Yeah,
video
the
that made me
Kiwi
cry.
Yeah, iconic. It's an iconic.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's people who don't know about it, man. It makes me cry. It still makes me cry. It hits me right here.
Your device.
Well, and we just can't be friends with
Make it
those
hard to
people.
guess.
Oh, for the people who haven't seen it, you gotta, I mean, get some tissues. Oh wait, hold up. Oh, we're good. Get some tissues. It's heartwarming, but you gotta watch the Kiwi video. It's I think it's just called Kiwi. It's like a Kiwi animation. It's a little fat
Yeah,
little
I think
Kiwi.
it's I think it's just called Kiwi.
Everyone
Yep,
else will try
and
to
he's
find
like building
passwords.
trees, and I'm not gonna ruin the end of
As
it
a
because
team,
then what's the
guess
point
every
of the
password on your device.
the tears and
You get
all
a
types
clue
of
if your
wet
guess
naps
is a
that you
letter
need.
in
Nah,
the
you're gonna
right
need it.
spot.
But
The
check it out.
Cooper Archive.
Only want you all for every
The Cooper
password you correctly
Archive
guess
asked,
in
which is
time.
better, Jackpot Party Pack 5 or 6? I didn't get biased answers from these two people because we both worked on Party Pack 6, but I think it's
Don't be
Party Pack
greedy about
6.
what letters
I
you
guess I worked on
know.
Party Pack
Let
5
everyone
as well,
know.
but I think it's Party Pack 6. I think Party Pack 6 is
Oh,
better.
got one. Hold up. That's one from.
Wow. Y'all really can't guess? While y'all are trying to guess my password, I'll just re-enter the show real quick. This is N Diaries. Welcome. I'm Michael. I'm joined by Farhan, my co-host. This is a Jackbox game stream where we're both developers
Yes!
of Jackbox Games. Dang it!
Bank account password.
I'm so
We're both
happy.
developers of Jackbox Games, and we answer your questions about game development and life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. And I can't believe you got rock. I was really trying to find something with an X. I couldn't get it.
I didn't get it.
Except that it was a real word.
I absolutely did not get it. Whoever got it, you're the real MVP because we gotta take Michael out. That's all I gotta
Try
say.
another one.
He's been getting too high up there. We gotta knock him down.
First.
It's best for him. Oh, by the way, have you?
Who decided what words are real or not? It's the Unicode Consortium is who decides.
Have you seen Invincible on Amazon Prime yet?
I have not, but you are creating a bit of a threshold now of number of people who have told me to see this show.
Oh,
If that's what you're about to do.
I am gonna tell you to watch the show. It is insanely graphic. It's insanely graphic, but I do recommend it. It is a pretty decent show, and especially for the memes, it's definitely worth it. A little comic booky,
It's
even
a
though
meme
it is.
generator.
No,
Okay.
there's just one meme that's like circulating around, but I don't want to talk about it because otherwise I'm gonna ruin it for the people that might be watching or want to watch it.
Oh, I see.
But for anybody who, okay, I was supposed to pick a chalice. No. I can't pick
Pick a chalice already.
Oh no, I can't pick a chalice. I'm gonna die.
Now it's your
Farhan,
turn
you will
to
surely
play.
die.
Oh,
a
okay.
chalice to
Y'all
drink
are
from.
supposed to pick a chalice. All right, cool.
All poison will kill you. Yummy.
No one picked
Now let's
this
see what you
one.
drink.
I'm sure. Damn, I should have went with the skull.
Yeah.
This is like the total Indiana Jones moment of like really trying to suss out which goblet God would have poisoned based on its appearance,
Only one
or
of
something.
you is still alive.
Oh yeah.
you know? That old man whose entire life is to just sit and guard the goblets.
Yeah.
And like as soon as it's done, he like
Legacy, you're the one to make it here alive.
waves this-
But will you be the one to escape?
Like straight up.
That just stayed with me for so long after watching the movie. Like, wait, so he was just there the whole time? Like he's been there for like years and years and years by himself?
Answer that fits
The worst-
category.
The worst part about it is like, it seems kind of shitty that at the end of it, it's just like, yes, he's
see the
also
right
not the
answers.
strongest guardian, even though it's there. Like, typically in those
Right,
movies, it's like,
oh, and he's like bad at his job.
right, and it's always like,
oh.
yeah, there's like some sort of old sage that's there, and he's like, you know, you come here finally, and I'm here, I'm the final protector, and he has like a giant staff or something, and it's really cool.
Yeah, he has a sword and he like lifts
Yeah.
it over his head and then it like falls over backwards and,
And
it's
then,
just like
and then you have some
Oh,
kid
it's a
from like
mess.
East Lansing named Bobby or some shit, and he just comes by and absolutely destroys this like ancient evil.
Time is almost up.
the audience is doing better than I am. That's always a little oh no.
Next question.
Yikes, I'm gonna die.
Apple computers.
High probability of death here.
Yeah. Everybody chooses skull. I'm so shocked. Oh no. Hey, okay, listen, I don't know
Do I
much
know my-
about
I kinda
Canadian
know,
lore.
I kind of know my apple. Yeah, kind of know my apple.
Parts of an animal cell.
Sure, that seems about right. I knew biology at one point.
I don't know biology at all.
There was a point in my life where I
There's-
wanted to be a doctor, and then I realized that I had to watch people in their most suffering moments, and then I'm like, I'm howdy.
Here comes trouble.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
I'm outta
This seems
here.
like real, actual hard work. I
Yeah.
will continue with my video games now.
Yup, and that was the thing about it, because it was kind of like, okay, well, you know, I don't want to see people cry. I think I'm gonna make people laugh for a little while. I think that seems kind of fun. I'm gonna do a 180 here.
We do truly have fantasy jobs that aren't real.
Right there.
Are there any cut concepts from TMP2 that you wish stayed in? Asked by Johnny Dakami.
Kama Sutra chapter.
Trying to think. There were some killing floors that ended up not going through, but like I think we did a pretty good job of like keeping the fun ones in. It's not like there's like, darn, I really wish that killing floor had made it, because if it was fun, it made it.
Here comes the next question.
And for something like killing floors, we always
Warcraft playable
you kind of
class.
design from abundance, you know, just make a bunch and see which ones are fun.
Typically, like, I think there was one point, it's been a couple years, so I don't remember, but I think there was one game that got completely repurposed. Or where, like, the art, even if something we end up not using something in a killing floor, it ends up being like, okay, well, we're going to use that for a different killing floor that might be of a similar type. Like, I think originally the math game was kind of different, and then some of the art changed around. I think, or it might have been the donations game. I'm not sure. I think you worked on both of those.
I think with donations, I think we ended up rehashing that for something else. But I forget. Ooh, yes.
Don't beat me on
that.
You can't beat me on
Questions.
Drag Race knowledge. Damn it! I wish that was the end. Oh, I would have been so happy if the last question was a Drag Race question.
Answer for your final escape. And that includes the 30 to twist
Oh, please. Oh, what's our personal favorite Jackbox game? I personally love that. Oh, getting through that door because all of you can, you know what? Have a juice on me and then eat my dust because I'm in first.
How dare you?
Oh, who knows trivia? This guy knows nothing. But I like this. That's how I stay humble, and that's the main thing.
Oh, you got 4,000 blood money too.
I got nothing in blood money. Favorite games? Oh,
I just did my taxes and I got I reported $0 of blood money.
oh, boom.
Let me tell you.
I'm committing tax fraud.
It's tax
what are
day,
you
people.
doing on your
if
Monday
you haven't done your
afternoon?
taxes at this point, whew,
You gotta. Oh man.
You gotta. You got maybe an hour and a half until the post office closes.
Oh. All right.
We totally yay tax fraud. Yes, truly.
Oh, of course. I mean, if you're
What was your favorite game? Wait, did I steamroll that?
No,
did I
not really.
steamroll your answer?
No.
What was your answer?
I think my favorite. So not to bump up my co-host, but I think my favorite game is Survive the Internet. It's really good. Like it's a very memey game, but I definitely do think my second favorite game is Talking Points. It's like it's neck and neck with Talking Points and Survive the Internet. There's something about that, like, think on your feet, just like do it mentality with those games that I absolutely adore.
Well, thank you. I accept this gas. I agree about Survive the Internet. Definitely a game that I found too late for how good it is. And then I also agree. I mean, it speaks to the kind of comedy I like, but I love Talking Points. I mean, I think it's the best game. I think it's the best game. Very biased opinion because it was the game I pitched, but I think it's the highs of it. There's such a high ceiling for how funny it can get, depending on who you have playing. And it's just can lead to such hilarious moments. So yeah, that's my answer.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna read a couple of questions from the. Feel free. We also have questions that are submitted in advance at where we put our diary entries. There's also a link to a form if you ever want to ask us questions in advance. For those just joining us, this is Devs and Diaries. This is a weekly show we try to do here between Michael and I. We're developers at Jackbox Games, and we kind of answer all your questions either pre or post show or during the show. What? Live question answering. But somebody.
Farhan, you were in you were in the painting in 1921. Get it?
Oh.
Do you get it? It's a reference to that one film.
Yeah. For those who don't know, my screen is not showing right now, but
Oh,
Michael is referencing TMP2, which we just played.
yeah, you know, the end of the the people
The
know.
credits ended. The people know. They know
Shining
the
thing
clamor.
yeah.
But somebody asked in the questions, what is the single best piece of advice that you could give to an aspiring game dev? Basically, the piece of advice that I would give is keep doing it. A lot of the times, like, I think a big part about it is just like seeing a project through, seeing an idea through, and honestly, seeing an idea through will get you pretty far along. See, if you're trying to go the engineering route, I would say look at how some of the other engines kind of implement some sort of features. So, like, if they have a socketing system or like something like that, like look into how they do it and try to get a basic understanding of that. But if you're not too much in the engineering side, you want to get into like the design side of things, I would say pick up an engine, start toying around with like something like Game Maker or Scratch and just kind of start making games and kind of start jumping into it, because like a lot of my start of game dev was messing around with Scratch or messing around with a lot of those programs and then saying, hey, you are my best friend. From what I've been told, and I hear that you love me, and now play this video game that I've made. Like, that's a lot of.
Yes.
There's a lot.
If you really loved me, you would play this game that I made
and
from
then
scratch.
tell me what is bad about it, and that's how you find out who truly can give you an opinion. No, I'm just checking, but like that's how you find out who you can trust in this life. And you can't trust many people, but there's few. No, but for real, like that's kind of what it is. It's kind of just like it's very daunting. It looks like it's very daunting, but there's like kind of tools to help you there, and kind of just like take it one piece at a time and break some things together. It may not look like a AAA title, but somebody's gonna have a lot of fun with it, and a lot more fun than you would think.
Going off the same point that Farhan has made, like the thing that I will say is just to make stuff and don't worry about who sees it, who's it's for, how big it is. I think more force yourself to finish things too. That it's very difficult to do, but like to call something done, games are never done, they're just released, I think is the kind of old adage here. But having a project that you are no longer working on, that you can put up on a portfolio site, is huge. And it doesn't have to have super polished art or be super long. It can be like an individual mechanic that you think is fun, and you have like one level or two levels that showcases how the mechanic is used. Like, that's all it takes to kind of like, because that's as much time as people are going to probably give you. If you're like in a job app scenario, people will go to a portfolio website and they'll play hopefully a video, or if you have like a WebGL or like a online hosted version of the game, they'll play a couple minutes of it, but they're probably not going to spend more than like 10 minutes on your game. So don't worry about having more than 5 minutes of content in the game, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to have these super large scale big games under your belt. Just having little stuff that is bite-sized, but is finished, like as in done, not as in like perfect or could not be improved, but a thought, like a finished thought. That's the advice I would give.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. And kind of going off of that like first 5 minute type thing, if having a fun mechanic goes a pretty long way. I feel that, especially in this day and age, since there's there's a lot of distraction with having the most up-to-date graphics and making sure that your game is like the most visually intensive, or it's like a very real experience. But like coming from someone who's looking at applications and at one point was making an application too, I feel like one of the main things I'm looking at is like, I look past all the art bugs and all the art problems. Like, if there's things that look cool in art from an art perspective, it's like, okay, cool, well, that's fun. But typically, like, as a game developer in the industry, most of us, I feel, are looking at, well, did they think about it in a fun way? Like, did they, at the core base of things, did they make a game? And like, or is there something fun to it? Like, a lot of the times it's like, okay, well, we already know that art is like whatever, it's always in flux, but we can see past that and go like, oh, okay, well, here's a crazy mechanic that's so much fun. I think one of the
game developers, as people, are pretty lenient on art. Like, we understand that like art is hard. like very difficult and usually the last thing to go in. So, uh, like having gray boxed stuff for whatever your prototype is, or having like very basic animations or visuals is fine. Like, don't stress on, unless that's like, if you're an artist, have like, have
Oh,
like a demo reel or whatever of like polished things. But if you're like trying to be a game designer, don't worry. Like, don't pay hundreds of dollars for like assets off the Unity asset store or whatever. Worry about like fun, simple mechanics. Mechanics. So Jake Aroni's saying, what do you mean by mechanics? Like quintessential, like, you know, if climbing is your mechanic, like if you're making like a Mirror's Edge or something, like free running is your mechanic, have like a very small level that demos some basic free running mechanics, like clambering or sliding. Like, have just like a very bite-sized thing that you want to demo as like, look at from a design perspective, this thing I've come up with. So and don't worry about like scale. If you're like, especially for like breaking into, this is really just for breaking into the industry. This advice is not useful to people who are like trying to you know, make it in the indie scene or whatever. Yeah, a portal gun. The portal gun is the mechanic. Yeah, Johnny the Kami. Being a squid in Splatoon. A grappling hook is like an individual mechanic. A double jump could be a mechanic.
To bring the game that we just played into like context of this, like TMP2 and TMP in general, one of the main mechanics was like, the mechanic of that game is that it's a trivia question, but like the wrong answer leads you to do a mini game. Like, that was the whole, and that will lead you to being taken out or being pulled back into the what's it called, the game. So it's kind of like that. It's like finding, well, once we had the core mechanic of like, there's trivia, but then failure of trivia it makes you do another thing that either takes you in or out of the game. Like, that right there was the core mechanic. And a lot of the times in the development process, it makes it a lot easier when you have a core mechanic, kind of something to just like, okay, here's my mental faculty that this is kind of what I'm gonna formulate everything around, right? I know my core mechanic is trivia with a mini game that may or may not cause death. Okay, well, how do I do the mini games? Or, well, what kind of trivia do I, like, a lot of these questions kind of then naturally sort of pop up when you say, okay, well, this is what I'm trying to do. This is kind of my main core statement of the game. This is what I'm trying to do. Like, and I think a lot of that helps with that.
And there was a question about like mechanics being visual. I think it can be like, if you look at a game like The Medium, which is like this psychological horror game, has this like really interesting split screen mechanic, which is like, it's a visual effect that they do, and I would label that as a mechanic that helps sell the game. It's like kind of core to the whole, like, you're acting as a medium between like the spiritual and physical like realities. It's pretty interesting, but that's still like a visual thing. So yeah, there's if you're just trying to break in, having like a fun little mechanic. And I think someone in the chat said this to Jake Aroni, don't worry about it being like entirely original. Like, relentlessly steal game mechanic ideas. They're difficult to copyright and like for a reason, because it would like lead to very stagnant game design. So don't worry about originality when you're starting out. Like, nothing is original. Everything is inspired by everything else that came before it.
I mean, like,
so don't sweat on that.
Overwatch is one of the biggest examples of that. Overwatch, I played TF2. I'm a huge Overwatch fan. Played Overwatch a ton. It got really competitive with it way before I even touched TF2. And then I played TF2 about a month ago, and for real, it is basically the same game. Like, the core mechanic is exactly the same in the game. And that's kind of like that. I mean, think about Blizzard. Like, Blizzard's one of the biggest companies on the planet, and on top of that, they make pretty phenomenal games. A big part of their design process is kind of taking something that established and tweaking it and perfecting it and polishing it to the point where it's like really, really good.
People go to them for their style, right? And like the feel of the games and the polish that they add. So it's like, a lot of times you can say, here's a game, how do we make like our version of it? Like, I mean, I think of Valorant a bit with that, like Riot saying it's not like an unexplored space like competitive shooters, but like how can we make it our thing? And like some of the stuff with that is like anti-cheat, you know, like that's a mechanic, like being able to validate that you have an even playing field. People care about that. It's one of the reasons it was successful. So yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Which leads us directly into the segue of our second game, which is Blather Round.
Hold up. Hey, I had a good segue, okay? I was going to say,
what was your
now
segue?
that we've blathered on about that topic for a little bit, I think it's time to start a game.
That is a good segue.
Come on, man.
I should have trusted the process.
Listen, man. Come on, man. I thought you were my co-host. What happened? Oh.
You said you liked pulp.
I said, oh, okay, all right. We're getting back to this again. Just when I thought I left you, bringing me right back in. Oh, okay. And feel free to join the audience in this game. The room code is AYRE, and we have that nifty Jackbox extension on Twitch. So play along with us. And let's get this game started.
Tankaroni says they were caught off guard by the segue and didn't get in. The Awesome O says this game before, it's a guessing game. You're gonna get a thing or a name or a place or whatever that you will have to get people to guess, and you are given a very limited word set in order to have that happen. It'll be fun.
Everyone else will be guessing.
This is my auditioning for the international, or for the Italian version of this game.
Okay.
Hey, it's a game, and you gotta guess the stuff. It's gonna be a good time.
Here's the thing.
Talk
You
to
gotta
him.
tell me what
Talk to
it
your
is. But don't tell me what it is.
Tell me what it is.
Tell me. And then I'll tell you what it is if I like your answers. But if I don't like your answers, then I'll tell you something else.
Oh no.
Word to the wise.
Someone else also asks, what does... Oh, wait, hold up. I'm gonna read this question after... I got it. Okay. Someone asks us, what does mother stand for? M-O-T-H-E-R. And I think it stands for...
Now you're going to craft a sentence that describes
you know,
your prompt.
Machines
On your device, you'll see
only
2 word columns.
take...
Tap all the words you want to include in your sentence, and then tap submit when you're finished.
God, I wish I had a better version. Hold on.
You can always
Machines
change your
only
mind.
take
Just tap the word again and take it out.
holiness, except reverence. They only take holiness except reverence. Reverence are the one thing that they're programmed to not take. That's... You would think that if there was a version of holiness that they were gonna take, it would be... Oh, hold up. You think if there was...
I think it's mushy oysters, tickle hands, extra raspy.
Ooh, I like that. You don't think about... See, most people don't consider the mushy oyster paradigm, if you will. That's...
Yeah. And these hands that are extra raspy are getting tickled.
That means
So-
everyone in the audience too.
What is a raspy hand?
Meanwhile,
I've heard of a raspy voice, and I'm interested.
Yeah, I
sentence.
think that I just misnamed that one. Someone got in with the God joke here. But
I appreciate
So beefy.
Oh,
a
beefy.
fictional beefy human.
Oh, I got it. Nope.
Oh,
Boom, got it.
what?
It's beefy. He's a clown. He's beefing around, and he's fictional. What else could it be?
Well, I'm not sure if I agree holistically with that.
What are you talking about?
If you're
What is
just
the
joining
beefiest?
us, if you're just joining us, this is Devs and Diary, the weekly
are
Jackbox
the poet of
stream where Farhan and myself, Michael, who are both developers of Jackbox Games, play some games and answer your questions about the game development process and life, love, and the pursuit of happiness.
It's a story about
And we have a comment saying that it's at least not a moist oyster, a moisture, if you will, and that's where that word comes from,
and a
moisture.
terrible occurrence.
See, there
It's
you
the story of
go.
a dark creature.
Hamburgers have beef,
I know.
so he's beefy. That's exactly what it is.
Harry Potter.
Let's see.
Oh, your guys are gonna get this right now. Immediately. You got it, dude. You don't even know. You do know. You just gotta think about it. Michael?
Wait a minute. What?
Forget Michael. Other players in the room, audience members, you know what I'm saying. You get it.
Dark creature. Wicked poem. A terrible occurrence.
Oh,
I think the
you got
audience
it.
just got it.
You understand me in ways that I
Has the
don't
same
even
vibe
understand
as Romeo and
myself.
Juliet. It's the same.
Oh, you got this. You guys got this. 1000%. You know
The hero
this.
involves the
You listen.
flying golf.
You believe. I believe you. I believe you. I know you believe me, and that's the main thing. Please, just
2006.
it's
What are you?
The Wizard of Oz.
Time is ticking.
it's you know
It's a lot.
you'll understand. It's
What we do in the shadows.
oh come on, you know this. Okay, I'm about to hit you with the. I'm gonna hit you with that. Do. You know this. Come on,
I'm
you
starting to
got
worry
this.
that I don't know the thing that has
Eventually,
the same.
There's a feathery vertebrate.
You got it.
What?
You got it.
Hurry.
You like it.
What?
You love it. You gotta have it. Please.
Big boy.
I don't know.
Okay, well, you
I
know
don't
what? I
know.
try my best. You all know
I
what
don't
it
know.
is. Here's the
I
thing.
guessed Big Bird at the end.
I know for a fact you all know what it is. And this time it was just a communication problem. And
figured it out.
Oh, Quoth the Raven. Nevermore.
yeah, terrible occurrence, wicked poem, Romeo and Juliet, involved flying goth. It's like Hamlet, not really. See?
Is the Raven the one with the claw? No, that's the heart.
That you're thinking of. No, the Raven is quote the Raven, nevermore. I hear him rapping at the door. That one.
Ah, I see.
Oh, the Deadass thought it was Superman. When did Superman been ever portrayed as a goth? Oh man, Superman goes to Hot Topic. I want this fanfic.
Talk about Colossal.
What are the name of the?
Oh, boom, got it again.
Oh, is it kaiju?
No,
The
it's-
name of the big monsters that we fight with the robots? That's what I was gonna go with.
I'm so proud of you for doing the words like that and making
Oh,
the
man.
sentences so good.
Listen, big brain plays today on Blather Round, which is shocking because I'm typically really bad at this game. But that's the thing, though. I'm out here. Do you remember how Cerebro worked in X-Men? That's where I'm at right now. I've put on a hat, and I'm connected brain-wise to every single mutant on the planet. Wow,
Ooh,
that was
first
immediate.
guess.
Ooh, if you got
That's
it
a
any
first
faster,
guess.
You had kaiju on the mind.
My strategy for this game is pick the easy ones.
Oh, where's the fun in that? All right, you gotta go with the Raven and hit him with.
For Han,
Category is
I'll have you know I'm co-hosting a stream at the same time, and I cannot afford to put all of my mental energy into this thing.
You know what? I completely sympathize, man. Oh, I got you.
The flying.
And a joyful chore failure.
Oh, I got you. Damn. Really?
The emoji
Really? I never
Who is out here guessing the
I don't
emoji movie?
Apparently, people who
Who
have
are you,
bigger
Chris?
gigabrains.
What is
No.
happening? What? How do you get that from those two things? I do not understand.
Listen.
I do not.
The category is
You know-
ring.
As a person who works here, Awesome Zero, I can't believe that's a prompt too.
Off you go.
Who coded that in? It was not. It might have been me because I did do a couple of content
Someone-
exports for this,
Someone,
but I'm pretty sure it wasn't me.
Telephone.
I'm not gonna participate in this, and I'm gonna find out who wrote the Emoji Movie.
Oh no, you're gonna put him on blast on live television.
Downloads.
I'm going to find out who wrote the Emoji Movie.
Texting.
I cannot believe that this happened.
I wonder how they got the TMP effects for the host's voice. Actually, we can tell you. It's a filter. It's a filter on Fmod. So whatever voice things come in, we put a filter on top of it. And
Spotify.
am I wrong? Oh, you're thinking
I
about
cannot
this.
believe this.
Are you talking about the? Okay, I thought you were looking at me.
It's
What a tasty scent.
Alex Wyke wrote the prompt. Is
Really?
that possible? Is that possible?
It's like already after that. Oh crap! I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, how do we get the effects? How we get the effects is no matter what, whenever we have something that's tagged as voice VO, we have it piped through a Fmod filter that warbles it and makes it messed up, and it I think it does like some inversion stuff. I don't know exactly the ins and outs with the sounds, how the sound filter works, but I know that pretty much any voice that goes in comes out as the TMP voice because of like the warbleness and the invertedness, and like you can tell between the people who are doing the voices, but it's a filter that kind of distorts it entirely no matter what comes in.
In the olden days, for Trivia Murder Party 1, we did actually have to batch process the audio files ahead of time. So the raw audio file does have the filter applied, but by the time TMP2 came around, we had the Fmod filter that allows us to do that in real time. So we don't have to do that processing manually anymore. And instead, we can just play the raw. Well, it's not the raw audio read. We still do some like audio cleanup, but we can just play there's no filter applied to that audio file.
So when we hear the VO, we know exactly who it is, but when it comes in through you guys, you can't hear it at all.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we only know who it is because, like, we know who the voice actor is. Who is the TMP host? Oh, well, little did you know, it's, listen, his name starts with T and ends with Ed Bundy. I'll let you figure that one out.
I leave that one as an exercise to the reader.
His name is actually Tomedid Burundinan.
Terrible Kingdom.
It's the first name I could come up with.
Is Life of Pi that movie with the tiger on the boat?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw that one.
Wool.
It was about like,
Babyish hair.
it was Aristocats, but on a boat this time. Terrible kingdom with babyish hair. Oh, got you. Boom. No?
Wait, no, Farhan, it was not that.
It's
Care
kinda
Bears.
similar to Care Bears.
Care
Oh,
Bears. Multicolored Voyage?
got it.
Oh my. Oh my.
Man, you know, just galaxy brain. I'm sweating. I'm like legitimately sweating at the level of knowledge that can't be contained in this brain.
Wow.
You know how they tell you that you yawn?
I'm starting to think that Alex Wyke did not write the thing because he's listed as the author in a lot of Blather content, and I feel like it's maybe he did. I don't know.
I can see that.
Currently, Alex is on blast for writing the Emoji Movie and putting that into this game, and I until I see otherwise, that will be the way that it is.
Toy.
It is played by
He has no opportunity to defend himself.
A simple is played by the human. Oh,
Vacuum.
is it Chappie?
Chappie.
piano.
Aw, man, I think I'm gonna put in Chappie again. I think the game messed up. Is it the GameCube? No, it's the game.
Talk about pixelated.
Oh,
Talk about pixelated. Oh wow, all the old consoles.
Nintendo.
oh, it's like
Nintendo 64.
it's like a Game Boy.
It's a lot like NAS.
Like the NES?
Oh, the
Atari.
Atari. Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
one.
the Atari 2600. Oh, okay.
That's fair. Oh man. You know, the Atari 2600 was like a good. It was a good time in video games. It was just like the stick and the button, right?
I think so.
I always get
Back
them
in
confused
simple
with the.
times.
I always get the 2600 confused with the Commodore 64 because one of them it was it was a stick and just the button. Man, I like that as an input. That's a fun input. There's something about like those old restrictive input mechanisms that just like makes it a little bit more fun. I feel the hell?
What are these?
What the
first,
hell?
What are these first guesses?
Not sponsored.
Oh man, that's ridiculous.
Have
That
to
was
do
immediate.
No work. No work. First guess.
That was
Twice
straight
in
up
a row.
well, I mean, that's because you're picking up.
It's because I'm so good at the game. I'm so good at this game.
Oh
Oh
my
gosh, I
God.
can't handle how good at this game I am.
Giant multicolored love crisis. Oh, dude, I got you.
Second time we've seen multicolored. It's a story.
WS.
Sorry, it's the 70s.
But it's a story. And the 70s actually happened.
Well, I mean,
Care Bears callback.
were you there for the 70s? I don't think so. So check.
You're right. We can't be sure that the 70s happened.
No, we can't. I wasn't there.
Just like how we can't be sure that we're the same person we are when we went to bed.
No, you know, there is theories out there that we die every night and we're resurrected as like a different person every day.
Right. You don't have a continuous thought. So
Your consciousness
What were you to
ends
say?
when you stop perceiving. But then you get into like these
Exactly.
weird existential problems, and then it's just like, okay, well then basically you're invalidating every single experience, and screw that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fun though. It's fun to invalidate your own experience. In an animated robot,
Robots.
Oh, dude, I got it.
that's a multicolored love. The hero involves
Involves the military. Oh, dude, I got you.
2001 is their
No
summer.
problem.
No,
We're here.
is it? Oh, what's the other one? Not Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, dude, Fix It Fred?
It's kind
That's
of
similar to Avatar.
What a tasty sentence.
Avatar is an allegory for imperialism. What other movies? Eventually, there's a colossal TV show. Oh! I got it. I got it.
Oh,
No,
I
I got
really
it.
thought it was Big Hero 6.
I thought it was Fifth Element. Oh, okay, never mind.
It wasn't Red Pillar 1?
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
It's kind of similar to Avatar.
Time is almost up.
TV show. Oh no, we're not gonna get it.
Captain Planet? Damn it.
Oh, is it Chappie?
I put in Chappie. Damn! Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, okay. I'll give it
Was
to you,
it?
Johnny.
Yeah,
No, that's a good
Genesis.
description.
The category is story.
I just watched this last weekend. A little bit of it. It was very confusing.
See, I thought it was Chappie too. What, Chappie?
No, Neon Genesis.
Oh, did the end mess with you where it starts getting really existential from like out of nowhere?
Okay,
Chernobyl,
the only episodes I saw were the final two.
Milan.
And I think that is probably the worst way to watch the show.
Yes.
But it was very interesting. It was like an animation asking whether or not it was real. And I was like, ooh, this is exciting. So the people I was watching with who had been watching the whole show were like, this is unsatisfying narratively. And I'm
Yes.
like, but isn't it posing interesting questions about the
Yes.
nature of the medium? And they were like, go away.
No, that's exactly what it is. It's because like the last two episodes are a completely different vibe than the rest of the. Well, not really. It has like a completely different message than the first. I don't remember X episodes of the show, and it's just like, oh, okay, that's chill, I guess. This game is called Blather Round. Oh, sorry. This game is called
you got
Blather
it,
Round,
Farhan.
and it's in
The
Party
sticker button
Pack
on your
7
device will
of the
display
Jackbox Party
a new
Pack.
sentence with new words.
You got it.
And feel free to join in the audience. Just go to jackbox.tv,
Work of art.
room code AYRE. Despicable Mortal. Got it. I got it. No
For
problem.
no one.
No.
Get those guesses in.
Has the same vibe as Narnia?
Minions.
Wicked.
Some episodes are.
Ooh,
kinda
some
like
episodes are kind of like, okay, wait, so it's a show. Same vibe as Narnia. This is not the same vibe as Narnia.
Oh, that's
but I'll
good.
go. Oh, and it was.
Nice.
Okay, so
Good.
Game of Thrones. I guessed it correctly, but a very different vibe than the very religious allegory of Narnia.
Well, you
There's
know,
no Aslan. There's no Aslan in Game of Thrones. I can tell you that much.
there's just Nolan of the North or whatever. I know that. Yeah, you're right. What's his name?
Category is
Jonathan
person.
Blow?
Jon Snow.
Yeah, you got
Jon
it.
Snow.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He like.
Here we go.
I mean, I don't want to spoil the show in case people haven't, but he does bad things in that show.
Groove.
Oh, okay. You guys are gonna get this. The first one, you're
In a movie
100%.
about the hero.
Oh,
They're in a movie about the hero.
Homer
Well, it can't be Big Hero 6.
Nothing.
But I'm gonna guess it anyways.
6.
Tony Stark.
Um,
Iron Man.
fictional human.
oh, dude. Here's where you're gonna get it. He's old, fat.
Captain America.
You know, he's a little bit of. He's a seasoned.
old-fashioned
He's a
traditional.
seasoned individual. You know what's up. Here, I got you. I got
I know
you.
it's not Captain America.
No, it's not. It isn't. But you know what? We're gonna get there together.
Okay, well for Han, I don't know
Listen.
what it would be then if it's not
There-
Captain America.
Listen, there.
See, someone agrees with me so much that they guessed it, even though I already guessed it.
You know
Just
what?
make it Captain America for Han.
They're kind of similar to Captain America, but not when you guessed Captain America. I just want to make that
No,
clear.
I don't even get the points for guessing it.
Nah.
Why you gotta do that?
Known for oh, dude,
Oh.
I got you. Eccentric. Oh wait, oops. I got you. I got you. Hold up. Hold up. Listen.
Swashbuckler Law.
Oh, yeah.
Before this thing wraps up.
They're
Jack
the
Sparrow.
Oh, it's Jack Sparrow.
no.
It's Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Barbosa.
Oh, well, you
Orlando
know,
Bloom.
they would be friends.
What was Orlando Bloom?
They would be friends with
Wait,
Jack Sparrow
wait,
and
what?
Captain Jack.
Oh no!
Only a
Who?
few
What?
seconds left.
Oh. I got you.
William.
His name is William.
No.
No.
You know, honestly, this may not have been my best attempt, I will say, because
Oh,
yeah,
I was just
yeah.
going through Pirates of the Caribbean.
See, the problem is I've been reading a lot of One Piece, so Zoro is just in my mind as a pirate now instead of
Okay.
like the tale of Zoro, which I was trying to do. I was trying to go
Yeah.
multi-angle, either like
That means
swordsman of any sort or One Piece.
He's kind of more of a Robin Hood analog, right?
He is a little bit. I mean, yeah,
than a
in the
pirate.
traditional.
Yeah.
thanks for playing.
Well,
If
Well,
anyone feels
I
like
don't
they
know how
haven't
exactly how to
played,
pronounce
talk to me later
Eunelius.
this game.
Nelly.
but
did
they killed
great.
it.
I think they got both of the first guesses on mine, so that was we had that brain link.
God, I don't think I've ever heard the ending credits song for this game. It's really jazzy and nice. Like
It's nice. It's a good one.
it's really good.
It is always interesting, this stuff, despite making the games that you just never see, like, because you might not play the game for a bit, and then the game gets released, and you're like, oh, they added that? Like, I had no idea. The credits song are definitely in that bucket of like, you might not hear it until much later.
I'm still mad
Yeah.
at Alex for the Emoji Movie too, honestly.
I am going to have a talk with him to see if he did write that, or if he, that is unreasonable.
Okay. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to keep the music going on in the background because you know what? It's a nice vibe. But, Michael, it's about that time in our show where we synthesize what we learned and bring it all back to one singular line. And typically, feel free, anybody in the audience, help us with our advice. You know, this advice is for us as much as it is for you, honestly. I feel like it's mostly for you, but hopefully it's for us, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we did have. I feel like we actually had some real advice this time, which was nice. Which is like to make stuff.
Yeah.
And to finish things. So there's something there for sure, something real. What were the bits this week?
I don't remember. I think we didn't have.
We had Roth IRAs.
Oh, man, we talked about. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Well, we got Roth IRA and we have game development. Okay. I think we might have a little bit something about like. Maybe. Let's talk about. I think investment. Investment might be the right move. We talked about time earlier, but I feel like this is about time investment. Or. Oh, I got you. How about, what is it? Return on, there's like return on ROI. It's like return on input. How about ROT?
Oh.
Return on time. Oh, dude, here we go. We're just talking about rotten. Oh, I got you. Dude. Here we go. My bad. I messed up the thing. We'll talk about rot. We talked about mother, right? Let's a little bit of a acronym time. Rot. You know, ting, just for funsies, but then it's double parenthesized because it's also return on time. Here we go. All right. None of it makes sense, and it's okay. All right. So. How about like so how about something along
what are the letters we have to work with?
we have ROT, which is return on time, but we have any sort of letters. Do we want to make today an acronym? We can make today an acronym, actually.
Oh, yikes. Okay, fun. I like it. I like it.
All right,
Extra challenge.
All right. So in the chat, give us a word to make an acronym. Screw it.
No.
And then we're gonna try to make this work. Screw it. Why not? Just throw in
we
a
need
random
a life lesson. Yeah, we need a life
lesson that we're gonna that we're gonna come up with based on the acronym.
Acronym that is given by chat. Box. I like box.
I like faker.
Mark.
Mark,
just MARK. Monster, toes. These are all good.
Ooh.
Tots.
Weight isn't bad either. Weight. Okay. I like weight. I also like for some reason I like faker, mostly just because I like Sonic Adventure 2 and it's like I found you, faker. It's my favorite quote.
Okay.
But okay, I like. Did you want to go something a little bit more challenging? We could do a mark or weight.
Faker is hard.
Faker is
You're gonna
hard.
have to come up with 5. Okay, let's do faker.
Faker? Okay. Faker related.
Faker.
Right. Related to possibly return on time. So,
So I like failing always.
Ooh, that's
Failing
good.
Always. This feels like the start of a good failing always.
Failing always.
K is like could be keeps, could be
Keep.
kinesthesia.
How about
kinematic?
Failing always. Oh crap.
Keeps everything
Ever returning.
real or ever return. Oh. Expands returns.
Exponential returns. Failing always crab apple exponential returns, dude. I'm here.
With a K?
Yeah, dude.
What are you talking?
It's crazy.
It's
90s.
From which do you speak? This makes no sense.
1994.
Okay. I feel like it all makes sense except that K.
Yeah,
maybe
100%.
in the middle.
Okay, I'm gonna put in faker, and give a little shout out to Failing always keeps entertainment rolling. Ooh.
Entertainment rolling is nice. Entertainment rolling.
Empty.
Enjoyment. Enjoyment is good. Enjoyment real, or is there anything we could do with raspy? That was a good one.
Ooh, raspy.
No. Don't put raspy in.
Failing always.
Okay, gosh.
Keeps
Mr. Salty, you're coming in at the end of Devs and Diaries, the weekly Jackbox stream hosted by Michael and Farhan. We are both developers of Jackbox games. We play a couple Jackbox games and then we write the lesson we learned in our shared diary, and which is what we are doing now. We are writing the life lesson that we learned from this stream into our shared diary. Faker. Failing always.
Compartmentalizes emotional retribution.
I like keeps everything real. Failing always keeps everything real.
I actually really like that. That's a good one too.
It's like, you know.
Fun, amazing kelp entering realms. There's a lot of people that are coming up with really good ones though. Failing always keeps entertainment rolling. There's a couple in here that I really do like.
I like the message of failing though.
I think we got it though. Like failing always keeps everything real.
Yeah, keeps everything real.
All right.
I like that.
I like
that.
For the sake of I really do like some of these honorable mentions. So I am gonna put some of these honorable mentions in the chat, and I'll credit you guys too. Like fun, amazing kelp entering realms. I think that's hilarious, and that
sounds like a D&D one-shot premise.
There was also one about, and it was freaking awesome ketchup. Ratatouille. Love it. Like that one's pretty funny. So
Ratatouille.
I'm gonna also
Ratatouille. Unbeknownst to most people, first name is Ebert. Ebert
Roger Ebert.
Roger Ebert Ratatouille.
Okay.
He just goes by Ratatouille for obvious reasons.
But I think that wraps up our show. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I definitely learned a lot this Devs and Diaries, and I hope you all did too. Yes. And we have a record of it, thankfully, so we will never forget, ever, these memories in our private diary. Please don't look, but also watch our show.
Oh, absolutely. And it's available for you all to peruse and check out with us. If you're just tuning in, this is an advice show. There's someone that just asked, like, what are we doing here? But if you want to check out,
I love having to justify our own existence.
Right? It's one of my favorite things.
We're just trying our best to give some advice.
Please watch us. But check out the advice we learned so far at our blog on Devs and Diaries weekly diary entries. And on top of that, if you have a burning question in between when you see our beautiful faces now and when you see our beautiful faces next, you can drop a question in there. There'll be a Google form for you to drop some information.
Yeah,
we'll probably answer it the next question.
Give us some questions in the Google form. We pulled 3 questions from it this week. So if you have questions, drop them in there and we'll be sure to answer them.
Yeah, and sometimes and they don't all have to be game development related. It could be anything your heart desires, below. We'll answer it. We'll try on top of what restrictions
anything you want. We'll answer anything you want. This is right about where the juice is running on empty, baby.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're about done here. Can we ask you a question via pinging you on Twitter instead? Where can I ask? Jackboxgames.com/devs diary weekly diary entries. There's a link on your screen right now. Twitter. I'm not super active on Twitter, but you know what? Do it anyways. Let's see. I'll answer it on the stream if I see a message
on Twitter. What's the worst that'll happen?
Yep.
I don't know.
And with that, we bid you adieu, at least for now. So,
Bye bye.
take care.